This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Eight 8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Danushka Madhavela and read by Indrani Senanayaka. The headlines. The import of palm oil has been banned with immediate effect. The government says it has already taken relevant steps to solve the coconut oil issue. The Cabinet Subcommittee report regarding the Easter Sunday attacks has been handed over to the President. A special select committee has been appointed to look into the matters of the existing election laws of the country. It is stressed that the formation of a new constitution is one of the top priorities in the country at present. The second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine will be given from the 19th of April. In foreign news, Taiwan reports new incursion by Chinese jets into defense zone. The import of palm oil has been banned with immediate effect. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has instructed officials to issue the relevant Gazette notification without delay. The Customs Director General was informed not to release palm oil, which has already been imported into the country. In addition, the government has banned the palm cultivation as well. The existing palm cultivations will be replaced with rubber or other environmental-friendly plants. The government has already discussed this with the relevant companies. The aim of the government is to totally ban the use of palm oil in the country. Parliamentarian Attorney-at-Law Sagara Karyavasam said that the government has already taken relevant steps to solve the coconut oil issue. He added that it was a good governance government that allowed illicit traders to distribute coconut oil as they wished. Under the present regime, no room has been allowed for illicit traders to mediate the coconut oil distribution in the country. The people of the country have faced immense difficulties due to the decisions taken by the previous rulers. The MP has added that the present government has taken every single measure to protect the health security of the people. The report by the Cabinet Subcommittee appointed to investigate the Presidential Commission report of the Easter Sunday attacks has been submitted to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The chairman of the committee, Chamal Rajapaksa, handed over the report this evening. The Cabinet Subcommittee has identified 78 recommendations after thoroughly studying the report. The President Media Unit says the Subcommittee report has clearly mentioned the practical implementation of the 78 recommendations. The Presidential Commission has forwarded some legal issues to the Attorney General's Department. Special Select Committee has been appointed to look into the matters of the existing election laws of the country. The proposal made by Minister Dinesh Gunawardena was passed in Parliament today. The committee comprises of 15 members. The Speaker will nominate the members. They should submit their recommendations within 6 months of the appointment. The main objective of the committee is to identify the existing problems and suggest the relevant recommendations for the issues. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
We continue with local news. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that it will be commendable if the private sector can provide the concessionary relief goods package with the same quantity and quality as given by Satosa outlets. The government provides high-quality goods with concessionary rates to the people. The government expects to create a direct marketplace for local products in the country. Some private institutes sell goods higher than the government-controlled prices. He added that the allegations made by the opposition leader regarding the Satosa concessionary relief good packages are baseless. The minister reiterated that the government will continue to provide concessions to the people through Satosa outlets. State Minister Sudarshini Fernandopoulos said the second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine will be given to individuals who had the first dose from the 19th of April. 300,000 doses of Oxford AstraZeneca jabs have already been reserved in this regard. The State Minister said that no one needs to fear to get the second dose of the vaccine. The vaccination process of the second dose will be over after the 30th of June. State Minister Ajit Niwad Cabral said that 1,239 billion rupees has been spent to import vehicles into the country from 2015 to 2019. More than 2.5 million vehicles had been imported into the country during that period. A mechanism to assemble vehicles will be set up in the country. The government has focused its attention to import eco-friendly vehicles into the country. The State Minister emphasized the need for assembling vehicles in the country to fulfill the country's vehicle requirements. Next, we take a look at the main news story.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Minister Professor G.L. Pieris says that the formation of a new constitution is one of the top priorities in the country at present. The constitution is 43 years old now. There are 20 amendments to the constitution as well. The minister reiterated that the loopholes in the present constitution are problematic for the governance of the country. Forming a new constitution is to be done very carefully. A 9-member committee has been appointed under the leadership of President's Counsel Ramesh De Silva. Addressing a media briefing held at the party headquarters in Bathalamalu today, the minister emphasized the need to hold the provincial council election without delay. That was the main news story. Watchlight follows.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The Ministry of Power will declare the 26th of June as a National Day of Energy and propose the day to the United Nations as well. According to the Minister of Power, Dallas Alhapperuma, the people in Sri Lanka saw an electric bulb for the first time on a day like this several decades ago. The Power Ministry, in coordination with all agencies under the ministry, including the Ceylon Electricity Board, has planned to implement a new power generation plant under the directive of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. That came to you in Watchlight. A bulletin of world news will follow.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. Taiwan reports new incursion by Chinese jets into defense zone. Indonesia allows foreigners of mixed marriages to enter the country. Russia records 8,648 new COVID-19 cases. Taiwan's Defense Ministry today reported a new incursion by China's Air Force into the island's air defense identification zone made up of 8 fighter jets and 2 other aircraft, one of which flew through the strategic Bashi Channel. Chinese claims Taiwan has complained over the last few months of repeated missions by China's Air Force near the island. Concentrated in the southwestern part, its air defense zone near the Taiwan-controlled Patas Island. Late last month, Taiwan reported 20 Chinese aircraft were involved in one such incursion. The Indonesian government opens access for foreigners married to Indonesians to enter the country with tight health protocols. The spokesman for the Directorate General of Immigration of the Ministry of Law and Human Rights said that foreigners and their children can apply for limited stay visas for family reunifications. The same access is also provided for foreigners with passports or diplomatic visas, holders of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation business travel cards, and limited or permanent residency permits. Russia has confirmed 8,646 new coronavirus infections over the last 24 hours, taking the national tally to 4,589,540, the official Monitoring and Response Center said today. The COVID-19 death toll rose by 343 to 100,717 in the past day, while recoveries grew by 7,052 to 4,211,133. Moscow, Russia's worst-hit region, reported 1,876 new cases, taking its toll to 1,036,443. More than 121.9 million virus tests have been conducted across the country. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. Taiwan reports new incursion by Chinese jets into defense zone. Indonesia allows foreigners of mixed marriages to enter. Russia records 8,646 new COVID-19 cases. That ends this bulletin of world news. Development news follows.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
The best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
The first discussion with the village program in the northern province was held at the Bogasweva Mahavidyalaya premises in the Grama Niladari division of the Vavonia North Divisional Secretariat Division in the Vavonia district, under the patronage of President Godabaya Rajapaksa recently. Listening to the grievances expressed by the people with regard to the shortage of water in the area, the President instructed officials to take steps to resolve the issue, which has been inconveniencing the people for decades in the Vavonia district within a year. 92% of the population in the district suffer from the shortage of clean drinking water. The water project will be implemented as an accelerated project at a cost of 60 billion rupees. It was decided to restore all tube wells in the area and to implement a number of community water projects as immediate solutions. That was Development News. Sports News is up next.
Development News was brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
Sports News. Sri Lanka cricket has been summoned again before the Committee on Public Enterprises tomorrow. Earlier, when the SLC was summoned before the COPE on the 11th of February, the meeting had to be suspended due to the unpreparedness of the SL cricket officials, and they were informed that they would be given a time period of 1 month to appear before the COPE again. The COPE, chaired by members of Parliament Professor Charit Herath, had summoned 4 state institutions to the committee in April. That was a look at sports news. Business news follows.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The Minister of Agriculture, Mahindananda Alutkamage, observed recently that the Ambul banana cultivation produced for the export market in Anuradhapura, Rajangania, from Yaya 1 to Yaya 5 in the Anuradhapura district was successful. This organic banana cultivation is carried out on 1,500 acres with the participation of 700 farmers. There is a high demand for Ambul bananas in the foreign market. At present, the foreign exchange earned from local fruit exports is $80 million. The government aims to increase it to $1 billion. To this end, steps will be taken to increase the foreign exchange earned from the export of the production of the Ambul banana project. That was a look at business news. Economic news follows.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
State Minister of Money and Capital Market and State Enterprise Reforms, Ajit Niwad Kabral, says that Sri Lanka has spent 1,239 billion rupees to import vehicles from 103 countries during the period from 2015 to 2019. Speaking in Parliament today, he said that during 2015 to 2019, Sri Lanka had spent 1,239 billion rupees to import vehicles from 103 countries. He further said that the total number of vehicles imported during that period from 2015 to 2019 was 2,505,546. The State Minister also stated that Sri Lanka has spent 41,576 million rupees for timber imports from 2015 to 2019. That was economic news. Finally, a look at the weather report.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Finally, the weather report. The Met Department says showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Sabaragamuwa province and in the Kalutara, Gaul, Matara and Nuwara districts in the evening or at night. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabaragamuwa and the western provinces during the morning. Meanwhile, the sun will be directly over Sri Lanka from the 5th to the 14th of this month. The nearest areas of Sri Lanka over which the sun is overhead tomorrow noon are Dodangoda, Iddagoda, Agalawatta, Atwelthota, Ranwela, Godawel Pokana Hela and the Kumana Vava. That was a look at the weather report. And to end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. The import of palm oil has been banned with immediate effect. The government says it has already taken relevant steps to solve the coconut oil issue. The Cabinet Subcommittee report regarding the Easter Sunday attacks has been handed over to the President. A special select committee has been appointed to look into the matters of the existing election laws of the country. It is stressed that the formation of a new constitution is one of the top priorities in the country at present. The second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine will be given from the 19th of April. And in foreign news, Taiwan reports new incursion by Chinese jets into defense zone. That ends tonight's news broadcast. And well, your very dear friend and mine, Chandima, is all set and ready to take over. And of course, she will be with you. And you will be in very good company until close of transmission at 10 o'clock. All right, Chandima, all yours.